So Firefly just released the latest voice agent. So if you didn't know, Fireflies is basically an AI note taker that's really, really common. I use this every day of my life, basically, with every meeting that I have. Capture this in any Google Meets I have, take this into Google Meets, and record all the meetings that I have and provide a summary of the notes. Basically, it will be taking notes in the background behind the meetings, right? That's nothing new. But what's been new is that they've just added the voice agent feature, where instead of you, their AI voice agent can go to a call and it can basically interact with a person live and talk to them. So the use cases could be, for example, you have an interview agent, like a screening interview agent. Maybe it's the first round of interviews and it's just a set of preset questions that you want to ask, to pre-qualify the candidate. You also have the discovery call agent where on the call, the AI agent will basically try to do the sales, like discovery, try to understand the company a little bit better, right? That basically kind of replaces the role of SDR, like sales representative. And you can have like progress checking agent where like if within your internal team, you have different team meetings with your teammates, then you can check on how everyone's doing, etc. Right? And you also have like research agent, customer support agent, but it's kind of weird because it's live record. So I actually throw a link. So I'm not too sure this is too important. But for now, these are major use cases that I see like to replace like a Zoom calls essentially. So the way to do it is actually pretty simple. But let me first show you what we're going to be building today because I already have one set up. So I'm just going to enter my name and I'm going to enter my email. And now I can just join the meeting, right?
Hi, Edwin Chen. Thanks for joining. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. What about you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. So, Edwin, this will be a structured conversation where I'll ask a few questions to understand your experience and fit for the role. There's no rush. Feel free to take a moment before answering. Sound okay?
Yeah, sure.
Great. Let's get started. Can you briefly walk me through your current role and responsibilities?
Yeah, so currently I am working at a company as a data scientist, essentially. And I've been doing multiple projects on different machine learning and AI projects, etc. So yeah, I want to apply for the role.
Got it. Could you share a bit more detail about what those projects involve? What are your day-to-day responsibilities in that data scientist role?
Yeah, so basically, actually, it's less of a data scientist, to be honest. It's more like AI engineering. So we build a lot of different projects like chat agents, voice agents, automation workflows, etc. So there's different use cases for mostly, I would say, like B2C companies. I would say, like, for example, restaurants, some even schools, education, construction companies, etc. So basically, we focus a lot of the time building like AI receptionists, like voice agents receptionists that can handle bookings, answer questions, and also chat agents on, let's say, WhatsApp, email, etc. So I oversee basically the engineering work of all these.
Thanks for sharing that. So it sounds like you're overseeing the engineering of conversational AI agents across different channels like WhatsApp and email, handling bookings and customer questions. That's really relevant experience. Let's move to the next question. What skills or tools do you use most in your day-to-day work?
I would say I use Voiceflow a lot, which is like a local platform to design different conversation applications. I also use different tools like Retail, AI, NDN, which is an automation workflow to set up these automation systems for different businesses. I also do use sometimes custom coded, so like Python libraries, for example, like OpenAI API or like LangChain, Llama Index, etc. These frameworks in building agents for more customized projects.
That's really impressive. You've got a solid tech stack there. Voiceflow, Make, Retail AI, and then the custom development side with Python. LangChain, Llama Index, OpenAI API, plus full stack work with Next.js and Supabase. That's exactly the kind of versatility we look for. Now, tell me about a recent project you worked on and your role in it.
Yeah, so I've been working on a project with essentially a restaurant. I've been building a catering AI project where it's basically a chat agent that will try to ask the users on a bunch of different like questions on what food they want, on offering different catering packages. And based on the number of people that are in the catering event, it will automatically recommend kind of the specific catering offers to the users. And then based on that, they will capture the user's details like the name, email, phone number, etc. And then what it would do, it will actually send that information to the kitchen, to the catering manager, and the catering manager will then can approve or reject that order because that lead is actually also saved in a Soho CRM. And then if they approve, then we also have an automation workflow set up such that it will automatically generate a kitchen preparation sheet to the kitchen. So they will know exactly how many trays of food, how much portion they need to pack for that specific catering order.
That sounds like a comprehensive catering order system with AI handling the initial order intake, CRM integration for lead management, and automated kitchen prep sheets. Really nice end to end workflow. What was your specific role in building that system? Were you handling the conversational AI design, the integrations, or the full stack?
Yeah, so I mostly focus first on the Voiceflow side of things because we actually use Voiceflow to handle the conversational side. A lot of the agent building on the conversational side. And then I also oversees the development work in some of the backend automation workflow as well, handled by my developers.
Got it. So you're leading the conversational AI design in Voiceflow and also overseeing the backend automation development with your team. That's great. It shows you can handle both the hands on technical work and the oversight piece. Last question for you. What challenges do you typically face in your work?
So I would say that the main challenge I would say is like actually finding out which tech stack to use because right now there's so many tools out there that's just really hyped up, but then they're really, really not that useful. So the thing is actually finding the most effective tool or the effective tech stack for that specific project. I think that's actually the kind of the challenges. And another biggest challenge I would say is actually trying to satisfy the client requirement because a lot of the time what we see is the clients and I like and our team agreed on specific specifications and then like it was suddenly the client would just suddenly change the scope or like add in some features that are not necessarily like unrelated but also like kind of beyond the scope of the work of what we originally decided on, and also because they might be not that technical and then they decided to guide us on the technical perspective of how we should be doing things, whereas like we have a very specific way of doing things. So like managing that communications with the stakeholders I think is definitely one of the other challenges we have.
Well, Edwin, those were the main questions I had for you today. Before we wrap up, do you have any questions for me about the role, the team, or legacy AI?
Yeah, but maybe you can walk me through what the role actually is and like what you're looking for and like, yeah, maybe a little bit about the team as well.
Absolutely. Happy to walk you through that. So, Legacy AI is an AI automation agency that specializes in conversational AI solutions for B2C service brands. We work with clients, which is a $250 million restaurant chain, which is the world's leading retreat platform, and various other service businesses like dance schools and ski instruction companies. The LLM AI engineer role is really focused on building sophisticated AI chatbots and voice agents for these clients. You'd be working on what we call our 3 AI agent framework. That's the customer experience agent that handles inquiries, the revenue recovery agent that follows up on abandoned bookings, and the commerce processing agent that handles transactions. So it's multi-agent architecture work, which it sounds like aligns well with what you're already doing. We're looking for someone with strong prompt engineering skills, experience with platforms like Voiceflow, which you clearly have, and the ability to design conversational flows that feel warm and personable, not robotic. A lot of our work is trauma-informed AI, especially for retreat bookings where clients are vulnerable and seeking healing, so emotional sensitivity and prompt design is important. The team is quality-driven and systematic. We value data-driven approaches while maintaining creativity. You'd be working closely with clients to gather requirements, design systems, and iterate based on real-world performance. Does that give you a good picture? Any specific aspects you want to know more about?
No, that sounds good. That's about it. Thank you very much.
Perfect. Well, Edwin, I really appreciate you walking me through your experience today. Your background with Voiceflow, conversational AI, and multi-channel agent systems is exactly what we're looking for. We'll be in touch with next steps soon. It was really nice speaking with you. Wishing you all the best. And take care.
Bye. So yeah, this is an example conversation that I just had with the agent. Let me now actually show you how we can set it up really quickly. So what you actually want to do is like, you can have the option to do a custom agent. So basically this is kind of a custom use cases that you have in mind. But for now, I'm going to just be setting up this screening interview agent. And from here, you can actually select the role that you want. It actually has built-in so many roles that you have for different jobs that you have. So maybe I'll just say AI engineer for now. And from here, you can also fill these questions if you want. But now I'm just going to read it out. So the questions is like, answer the questions you would like the voice agent to ask. So you can have like a number system be like, hey, one, can you walk me through your current role and responsibilities? A pretty standard screening questions. And then you can have the second question be like, what skills or tools you most in your day-to-day work? And then also the third question could be, tell me about a recent project you worked on and your role in it. And the fourth question could be, what challenges do you typically face in your work? And then maybe like an admin question. You can add any questions you want. Maybe like, do you need a visa to work here, right? And then you can just add questions like, are you comfortable working remotely, right? And then from here, you can have like a knowledge and instructions. So what this actually does is that the agent, you can provide any sort of knowledge base or like documents about your company or about the specific role that you want the agent to have access to. So from here, you can type anything, right? So you can just type legacy AI is hiring a AI engineer to oversee conversational AI projects like Voiceflow, like chat and voice agents, right? And then from here, you can also actually add your own knowledge base, and you can add new base. And here you can upload any PDF that you want, or you can upload like a website, any website that you want. So for example, if I want to upload kind of any PDFs that you want. So for example, if I want to upload like the job description of that specific role, you can do that and actually click to and upload that here. But also you can actually just put in your website, for example, your company website. So for example, I just put in our company website as CAI.agency. And then all you have to do is I can include the subpage as well and click add. And I just click create. I just need to provide title, just be like legacy AI. And just click create. So now this will actually provide all my company information to the AI agent, so we have full context of what it's talking to. And from here, you can also of course, upload your own PDF about the job description as well. Instruction, this is actually really important. This is basically your prompt, your main prompt of the brain, of basically personalize how the voice agent should behave during the conversation. So do you want to greet the candidate to make them more comfortable? Keep the tone friendly and professional throughout, right? So how you want the voice agent to act and how you want the voice agent to sound. This is actually how you want to put it in here. So for example, I can just say, always greet the user in a friendly manner, and ask how they are doing. Be direct and concise when asking the user questions, right? Always be helpful when answering always be helpful to clarify any confusion in the students, right? So you can just type on and on about how you want the instructions to be on. So what I've actually done is actually gone ahead and actually have a full prompt that I've done. So I was a lot of assessment criteria. It consists closing, the whole conversational flow, just basically a more detailed prompt. Again, you don't have to worry too much about it, but the main thing to get to go is you provide some objectives. So what is the interview objectives? The primary goals is to access technical expertise in LM engineering, value practical experience, etc. Then you can see key competencies to assess, and then the conversational flow and structure. Start with a warm greeting, and then set expectation, and then you have the section 1. Listen, and then you basically again let the LM know what the objective is, the key questions to explore. Tell me about your journey into LM engineering, how you do in this field, and you can also say listens for hand of experience, etc. So what the agent is actually trying to collect, and you also have section 2, which is technical deep dive, etc. Etc. So how you want the conversation to be, you just need to type it out here in a prompt. This is just prompt engineering. The more detailed your prompt is in the instructions, the more accurate and the more powerful your voice agent would be. This is what we call a single prompt agent, basically. So you basically direct the entire voice agent in just one prompt, right? Evaluate practical problem solving, client awareness, how do you balance following client requirements, etc., right? And you just ready production experience and lessons learned, etc. Right. So again, you can just click create, and then you can just choose your voice here. You can choose like different voice. I chose Fred, but you can choose like Eva, for example. And then you can also choose different languages, but for now I'm just going to click English. And you can choose how long the durations of the sessions to be. I set it for 10 minutes. The maximum you can go is 40 minutes, but let's just stay with 10 minutes for now. And you can also preview the voice, right?
Hello there. I'm your voice agent from Fireflies.
Right? And you can choose the voice that you want. And once you're done with the prompt, all you have to do is click create. And then you can go ahead and copy the link, and you can just paste in the link. And from here, the person will just need to type in the name and the email, as you can see just now from the demo, and then they will go ahead and actually talk to the agent. So yeah, this is basically a quick walkthrough, by the way. If you want to, just another thing, you can go to My Voice Agent and actually see which one is activated. And if you don't need it, you can just deactivate the voice agent, right? So that when people get hold of your link, they're not wasting your AI credits. By the way, this is actually how much it's going to cost. Each minute, 1 minute of conversation costs 1 AI credit. And for 50 credits a month, it costs around $5. For 10,000 credits, it's also around $600. So it depends on how much you use it. It will determine your pricing, right? So yeah, this is basically a quick walkthrough on how you can build very quick voice agents that can do interviews, that can take meetings for you, that can basically try to free you from going to some very unnecessary or very, very basic like Zoom calls, essentially, and that can replace you to actually take the call itself. So yeah, if you enjoyed this kind of content, remember to like, comment, subscribe. And if you enjoyed this kind of video, I'm probably going to be doing a more detailed walkthrough tomorrow or at some point, so a longer guide. But yeah, if you think this is helpful, comment, like, and subscribe. And if you're a business owner wanting to implement voice agents for your businesses, you're more than welcome to use the link in the description to book a free discovery call with me and my team. But yeah, this is it, and I'll see you in the next one.